everyone, and welcome to the daily newspaper analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. So today we did not have any editorial for our discussion, so we'll only be moving forward with the news update and the legal news. So firstly, on news update, we have the first news, that is no upper and lower cap on domestic airfares from August 31st. So the government will basically remove the fare caps, that is the price that we pay for any particular travel ticket. So it can be imposed on domestic airlines which was actually imposed on the domestic airlines in 2020 during the pandemic at the end of this month. The country's Civil Aviation Ministry said on Wednesday, lifting restrictions that will allow carriers to raise fares as well as offer deep discounts. So it will go both the ways. Secondly, Mix and Match Center okays Corbevax as the booster dose. This means that those who have received Covishield or Covaxin as their first or second dose can now take Corbevax as their third booster shot. According to the protocol until now, the third booster dose had to be the same vaccine that was used for the first and second doses. But now, of course, Corbevax can be administered as a booster dose. Thirdly, a very, very important news point for all of us, Justice UU Lalit has been notified by the centre as the next CJI. The Law Ministry notified appointment of Justice Uday Umesh Lalit as the next Chief Justice of India, succeeding CJI N.V. Ramanna, who demits office on August 26 after a 16-month tenure as the head of the country's highest court. Fourthly, Aviation safety regulator opens door for transgender pilots. It's a very good news rather. So in a big win for aspiring pilot Adam Harry, who identifies as a transgender as well as the entire community, the aviation safety regulator has for the first time framed new medical guidelines that allow transgender persons who have completed their gender transition therapy or surgery to be declared fit to fly. Let's see, what do we have for legal updates today? And yes, before moving further, I totally skipped on this. Let me tell you the name of the student who gave the right answer in yesterday's newspaper analysis. So Paris Bahugna has given the right answer. So the countries Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan. These are all the countries that neighbor Uzbekistan. Very good, Paris. Now let's move forward with legal updates. Firstly, rule of evidence to prove charges in a criminal trial cannot be used while deciding motor accident compensation claims, says the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court held that the rule of evidence used to prove charges in a criminal trial cannot be used while deciding on applications seeking motor vehicle compensation. So the court further observed that such an application has to be decided on the basis of evidence led before it and not on the basis of evidence which could have been in a criminal trial. And this was held in the case of Janabai Dinkarrao Ghorpade versus ICICI Lambord Insurance Company Limited. Secondly, statement under section 164 of CrPC is a public document, but third party has to establish direct interest to get a copy, says the Kerala High Court in the Saritha's plea. So the Kerala High Court in a statement recorded under section 164 of the Criminal Procedure Code was a public document. However, if a third party wanted a copy of the document, then they have to prove how their direct interests are tied to the same. And this was held in the case of Saritha S. Nair versus Union of India. So this was all for today. We hope you liked the session. Thank you so much for staying tuned with LawSikho.